You're scrolling through your feed, and there it is again. The private jet, the penthouse view, the stacks of cash.
Hmm.
And it triggers that little twinge of envy, right? But today, we are going to dismantle that feeling.
We really are.
We're diving into a stack of reports on what they're calling the fake rich industry.
Yeah.
And I don't just mean people, exaggerating their success a little bit.
Well, it's way more systemic than that.
Yeah.
The sources we have, I mean, we're talking bankruptcy filings, deep investigative exposés. They reveal a fully operational economy.
An economy.
Yeah, a logistical machine.
Yeah.
All designed to manufacture the illusion of wealth. We're talking about cost-splitting schemes, rental agencies for backdrops, even fake assets.
So it's less of a personal profile and more like, well, it's basically a film production.
That is the perfect analogy. And the mission for this deep dive is to show you the back end of that studio, how the illusion gets built, what it costs, and the mechanics that let someone with a pretty normal income project this millionaire staff.
Okay, so let's start with the economics. You'd assume you need at least some money to fake being rich.
You would think.
But this WeChat socialite expose by a blogger named Lee Younger suggests otherwise. This idea of crowd-funded luxury it's pretty wild.
It's essentially a timeshare for Clyde. It's brilliant in a way. Younger got inside these high-end socialite groups in China and found these extreme cost-splitting syndicates.
And the headline example is the Ferrari, right?
That's the one. He found a group of 60 women who pooled their money to rent a single Ferrari, just for a photo shoot.
60 for one car. So you're not even renting the car, you're renting like a 3-minute window with it.
Exactly. The math came out to about $14 per person. They literally lined up, took their pictures, and moved on. But it gets even more granular.
How so?
They did the same thing with luxury hotel rooms, afternoon tea sets, and even shared designer hosiery.
Okay, the shared stockings detail, that's something else. But it proves a key point, doesn't it? The utility of the object doesn't matter at all.
Not one bit. They're not renting the stockings to wear them. They're renting the logo for the lens.
It's all about capturing these markers of wealth.
Precisely. And that brings us to what we could call the set economy. Here in the U.S., this is totally institutionalized. We've got reports on agencies like Village Marketing in New York and L.A.
Right. They rent out Instagram-ready penthouses just for content.
Exactly. And that's how you see different influencers who supposedly have these amazing separate lives posting from the exact same living room.
I remember that case with Carolyn in the City and Jules Jacobson.
That's the one. They were caught posting photos from the same designer bed with the same, very distinctive green pillows. To you, the viewer, it's a private bedroom. In reality, it's just a commercial set.
And where the physical set ends, the prop logic begins. We found sources talking about a whole secondary market for empty designer packaging.
Oh, yeah. People buying empty Chanel bags on eBay just to have them kind of blurry in the background of a shot. Or wardrobing.
Which is basically return fraud.
Basically. The TikTok creator Ben Blue broke this down. You buy a $2,000 outfit, shoot your content, and then you just return it. You get the digital footprint of owning it without any of the cost.
Though sometimes the props can really backfire. I'm thinking of Amanda Francis, the money queen.
That's a classic case of the simulation colliding with reality.
Oh.
Her house was burglarized. The thieves went straight for what they saw on her social media. Stacks and stacks of cash.
But it wasn't real.
It was prop money. They grabbed it and it was fake. She was basically counterfeiting her own liquidity for the gram.
Wow. But even prop money costs something. If you want to go cheaper, you just get into pure digital manipulation.
And we're not just talking face filters. We're talking about faking your presence at an event entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ariella Simmons.
The Coachella story.
Exactly. She posted this whole narrative about being at Coachella, the outfit, the desert sun, all of it. But she never had tickets. She just drove to the location, used the perimeter as a backdrop, and left.
The audacity is incredible. But the tech is also making it easier to slip up. The Amelia Leanna case is a perfect example.
Right. She posted a photo at Rockefeller Center in 2017. Looked fine, except her followers noticed something was missing from the skyline.
The One World Trade Center.
Which had been finished 3 years earlier. It looks like she photoshopped herself into an old stock image. It just forces you to reality test everything you see.
So if you see a picture of the Taj Mahal with 0 tourists, you're probably looking at Adobe, not India. But let's pivot to the consequences, because this can't last. Eventually, the bill comes due.
And the fallout happens in stages. First, you get reputational collapse. Look at Song Jia from the show Singles Inferno. Her whole brand was being the golden spoon born rich.
And she was caught wearing fakes.
Knockoff, Chanel, and Dior. For her, it wasn't just a fashion mistake. It was a betrayal of the character she was selling. Her career in South Korea just imploded.
Then there's the financial reality. Christy Swaddling was posting designer bags while, as it turns out, a simple $15 bankruptcy search showed she was insolvent.
The disconnect is tragic. But the most severe outcome in our reading has to be Fernando Perez Algaba. He was a crypto influencer, flashing millions, luxury cars, the whole deal.
But the money wasn't his.
No. He owed huge debts to the tax agency, and, it seems, to a local gang. He was found murdered, stuffed in a suitcase.
That's horrifying.
It's a grim reminder that while the wealth might be fake, the debts and the enemies you make are very, very real.
It really changes how you look at your feed. You realize you're not looking at someone's life. You're looking at a curated, rented, and sometimes really dangerous performance.
Which leaves us with a final sort of provocative thought to wrap up on. If the lifestyle is rented, the assets are props, and the location is photoshopped, at what point does the influencer stop being a person and just become a fictional character played by a broke actor?
Something to think about next time you double tap. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.